Hello, hatchlings, and merry meet, for you are in for a delightful treat. For I have something that'll make you scream. Welcome to 31 days of Vlogoween. Hey, this is DragonFeather and welcome back to my channel. Today's video for Vlogoween will be about a real-life Halloween horror story that I have experienced. So just a little disclaimer here for you hatchlings. This video is not for anyone who's faint of heart or for those animal lovers out there or anyone who is kind of uneasy with the talk of death. So just a little warning for those of you who are uncomfortable with stuff like that. So this particular story takes place of Halloween in 2008 when I was a very little hatchling myself, and it was my pre-DragonFeather days, so it was quite the young Jenny. This particular time I was at my dad's house for Halloween. Every single year when I would go trick-or-treating out there, I would go with either my dad or my sister or both of them. But this particular year I just went with my sister. My sister and I, we started to go travel the houses. And there was this one house a few blocks down that always liked to be all crazy for Halloween. They had all sorts of props. They had sometimes cars crashed outside of their house that they bought from junkyards to make it look like someone crashed into the tree of their front yard. They had like this whole like cemetery in their front yard with all these gravestones and all these like animated zombies and skeletons and stuff. They had ghosts and sometimes like fake bodies hanging from the trees. They had people hiding in bushes to pop out and scare you. And they had this guy that had like a chainsaw that just like, you know, scare people, run away from me because I have a chainsaw. Every year that I would trick-or-treat at my dad's house, I was always super excited to go to this house because they just decked it out all the time, every single year, and it just made me so happy. We ended up slowly making our way over to this house, which was a couple blocks down. We get up to this house, it always kind of made me anxious because I do not enjoy the feeling of being scared, and it really freaks me out sometimes, just like all the adrenaline, I guess, or whatever. But I don't like that feeling, so every time I would go up to the house and try and get candy, it was always like this huge like accomplishment for me when I was done. I ended up getting scared a few times on the walk up. There was a guy that grabbed my ankle and blah blah blah, and I ended up getting my candy, and my sister and I, you know, walked back down the path and kind of just check out their front yard for a while. We had this table that had like this creepy head on it that I was like fascinated with, and then all of a sudden the chainsaw guy is like right behind my sister and I and like starts cranking his chainsaw and then chases us like 2 or 3 blocks for whatever reason. He chased us for a while, and it was kind of crazy. And by the time we lost him, we were lost ourselves, and we were trying to figure out where we were, trying to make our way back to where there were more trick-or-treaters and to collect more candy before it was time for us to go home. I decided to turn the corner to this one place, and there were lots of people. There were lots of people, like I would say at least 40 people like within this area. We weren't all like in a crowded area, but like we were at a bunch of different houses, but just like you could see like trick-or-treaters everywhere. We ended up spotting this stray dog that looked like a pit bull. I'm not 100% sure because again, this took place a very long time ago and it was in the dark, so I'm not sure what dog it was, but it seemed to be a stray pit bull. It had no collar, it had nothing like that, and it kind of looked dirty, but it was very friendly, and it was going up to all these different crowds of people. People were petting it, people were scratching its back, it was wagging its tail. It was just super excited about life that night because everybody was loving up on it. Sister and I are like watching from afar, and it passed us a few times, but we never like sat down and like pet it. We never touched it because it's like we were just weird about that. And we ended up going up to this house and trick-or-treating. And when the woman opens the door, we hear this like annoying chihuahua barking in the background, and we're like, ew, gross. As we're walking away, another family goes up there and they open the door, and the chihuahua, trying to protect the family that it's in from this stray dog that was wandering about, ends up running out of the house and running after the stray dog, which was in the front yard of this particular house. The stray dog did not even blink, did not even think twice. It turned around and bit the dog and picked it up in its mouth and started shaking it violently back and forth. Excuse you. So it was very, very loud. It was yelping. It was so blood-curdling, horrible. It was just, oh, it's giving me chills. And the shrieks of the owner was just awful, and everybody started like panicking and running frantically. My sister turned my head so I didn't see anything, so my imagination can only do the rest, but I'm pretty sure, I know the dog didn't make it, and I know that everybody ran away after that. We had this like stray dog running about, and it was just really, really crazy, and my sister and I ended up going home immediately after that.
So yeah, that was my Halloween horror story. If you guys have any questions or comments or want to share any of your stories in the comment section below, please do so. But until next time, stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky, little hatchlings. Blessed be, and bye.
We'll see you back next time for your deadly dose of DragonFeather. It will be a spooktacular crime, staying geeky, cheeky, and freaky together.